what's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to try some Canadian chips for the very first time. And this, of course, includes ketchup flavored chips, which, honestly, I'm a bit nervous about. And all dressed chips, which I'm not even really sure what that even means. And hickory sticks here, which almost kinda look like something you'd find in America here, but then again, they're in fry form, which is different, and cheesies, which I really like the name. And they seem like something I might kind of be familiar with. They kind of look like Cheetos or something, but in a more fun package, I guess you could say. Just a special thanks, actually, to several Canadians who actually went through the trouble of mailing me some of these chips. So thank you very much for that. And so let's get right to it. Starting off with ketchup flavored chips, which are pretty well known, pretty popular in Canada, from what I can tell. I just have to say, from an American's point of view, this is absolutely ludicrous. This makes no sense to me. My first impression was like, what? Ew. And why? What does ketchup have to do with Canada? I feel like I'm missing something. Is that just not important? Maybe that's not important. Maybe that's not the point. I'm thinking too deeply about the ketchup chips. But if it was maple syrup flavored or, like something like that, I would get it. But ketchup flavored, very random to me. But I think I'm just gonna have to put my faith and trust into Canadians that these are good, because this is like the #1 thing that shows up when you search for Canadian chips. So just observing the packaging, honestly, pretty simple, pretty nice. Ketchup. What more do you want? Ketchup. What you see is what you get. It's just that it even has some like ketchup on it and a tomato and just the whole idea. This would be like a novelty snack here, but anyway, I think there's nothing left to do it. I have to stop procrastinating and actually pop it open. Let's start with a little smell test. I just can't imagine ketchup in chip form. Is this actually taste like ketchup? And is that a good thing? Let's get a little smell. Let's get a little smell here going. No way! That actually smells like ketchup. Not like artificial ketchup or something either. My knee-jerk reaction is like, maybe this is the American in me, but it's like, okay, just some more artificial flavoring. It's not even gonna taste or smell like ketchup. It's gonna be like artificial ketchup flavor. I could just do this all day. This is like bizarre. An actual genuine ketchup smell coming out of this. It smells literally like ketchup out of a bottle. Okay, that's amazing. My hopes have just shot through the roof right now. I've officially opened the bag, and I think it's finally time to, oh, it smells good. I wasn't even in the mood for ketchup right now, and it kind of grossed me out thinking about chip form, ketchup in chip form, but I guess there's nothing more to do than eat the chip. Let's see. What? What? It actually tastes like ketchup. How is that possible? What kind of weird technology has Canada been diverting its resources into? What kind of sick alien technology is this? This actually tastes like ketchup. And not in a bad way. I don't think Americans can ever truly understand it until we actually try it. My reaction to this was always, that's disgusting. Like ketchup, but ketchup on a chip, like that doesn't go together. It does. It does go together. I feel like I need to run out of here into the streets, the American streets, and like hoist this above my head and be like, it does! People, it tastes like ketchup. And they'll just be like, shut up, go back inside, stop it. I'll be like, no, but the ketchup chips, they taste like ketchup. And they'll just ignore me, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't need to share these with anybody. These are amazing, and actually, the more you kind of eat them, it's a pungent taste. It's a pretty strong ketchup taste, too. I could see where, once you get in the mood, once you have one, and the ketchup mood kind of overtakes you, you want more. You could probably eat a whole bag of these, easily. Oh my god. That is such a pleasant surprise. The ketchup chips. I have wondered for so long about the ketchup chips. That's fantastic. Okay, what the heck? This is pleasantly... I guess part of me expected them to be bad. I don't know why. They're apparently very, very popular in Canada, and now I see why. I just had to see it for myself. Very cool. Next we have another flavor I've heard a lot about. All dressed chips. What does that mean? What is that flavor? All dressed. That's the thing. Am I missing something? Am I supposed to understand? Because from the name, I get absolutely nothing. It's like a mystery to me. If I actually get to look at the bag here, there's chips, is that an onion? There's an onion. There's an onion! And a pepper and like vinegar? Like a vinegar thing? All dressed to me, if I'm being real honest, I almost thought this was salad dressing flavor. I still can't even tell from these items what this is supposed to be. This kind of freaking me out a bit, seeing the pictures on it. Like, what does that mean? Pepper, onion, oil, vinegar thing. I really like the packaging. Just appreciating the packaging. The French. This is not something we have here in the United States. This is kind of cool to see in person. French and English on the same package, as I've been made aware, is a thing in Canada. It's kind of unique to see from my point of view. You never see that. That's kind of cool. It's not all dressed. It's all saisonnaise. I probably butchered that. Apologies. And you know what? With that being said, let's do a little smell. Because I still don't know what flavor this is supposed to be. All dressed flavor. Okay. There we go. Got a little hole in it. Let's have a little smell test. I'm sticking my nose way in there because I'm not really getting anything out of it. Nothing. It's just chip smell. That's weird. The mystery, the mystique kind of grows now. That there's no smell when you smell it. What does that mean? They taste like nothing? What is it? Is this the biggest Canadian chip scam in history? What is all dressed chips? Nothing left to do but taste it. Stop beating around the bush. Just eat it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a chip right there. Okay. Oh. 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 What is this? That is strong. That is weird. What is this supposed to be? Hold on. What is that flavor? I can't even explain the flavor. It's just weird. It's kind of pungent. Like salt and vinegar, almost. It reminds me of like American salt and vinegar chips, or... It's such a strange flavor. That's not helpful at all. I'm not just trying to make this an excuse for me to eat more chips. I really want to get the flavor and understand it. It's like salt, vinegar. I don't really taste the pepper or the onion very much. Maybe a little onion. I don't know. I feel like I need a drink real quick. Hold on. It's kind of that that kind of gets to your throat a bit after a little bit as well. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I had to have a big cough there. Not sure how to describe these. On the back, there's sort of a description of what it's supposed to be. You enjoy unique Canadian food. It was invented here after all. You'll enjoy this bag of Ruffles all-dressed chips if you're seeking something sweet and salty and savory in one bag. That's true. There is something oddly satisfying about it. there is something oddly like it's such a weird, distinct flavor. You kind of want more. I feel like this is a flavor you get accustomed to. You have to have it a few times to maybe it grows on you. It's just a bit strange to me. You love eating chips that are make your taste buds feel like they're gonna explode. It made my throat feel like it was gonna explode for a second there, that's for sure. My taste buds are just confused. All dressed chips. I can definitively say that the ketchup chips were pleasant and like fun and interesting and good. The all dressed chips are kind of good, but kind of strange. You have to be in a very specific mood for the all dressed chips. That's my genuine feelings on that. What else do we have here? Oh, here's one I've been curious about. Hickory sticks. Hickory sticks, or juliennes à la hickory. Yes, my very good French there. These are, hickory, like hickory barbecue smoked flavor is something that's popular here in the United States. We don't have a ton of chips here like that. We have a lot of barbecue chips here, but these are hickory sticks. And we don't really have anything that's in the form of a fry, which I'm very excited about. Very, very excited about. Hickory sticks, love them for the crunch, munch, and taste. Nice. Even has a fun little tagline. Let's pop these open. Let's pop them open and give it a little smell. Oh, I like it. It's potatoey. It's hickory. This is finally, for the first time today, what you see is what you get. This is just like a hickory flavored snack, but the fry form, oh my gosh, I'm having trouble even grabbing some. There, oh, okay. In the form of these little, actually tiny fries by my American standards. Maybe that's our American portion sizes, but I was hoping for gigantic, huge fries. But what are these little tiny things? Okay, anyway. Wait a minute. That's good. That's instantly good. That's no confusion, no question about it. Satisfying to eat as well. Having it in fry form, like very small crushed up chips almost. That's good. It's not too powerful either. But I almost wish it were a little more powerful. Is that American of me as well? I almost wish the flavor was stronger. I think a lot of the chips here in the US are really, really strong flavors. Just based on the demographic here of Americans like really artificial tasting, really strong flavored stuff. It's what we like. We're addicted to it. And this is just very sort of mild, very controlled. It's a good taste. It's good. You could eat a ton of these because it's not too strong. Yeah, you could almost have it on the side of like a dinner, like French fries or something. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the hickory sticks. Hickory sticks are not as famous as the ketchup flavored and all dressed chips, but hickory sticks are right up there. Like I enjoyed these quite a bit. They don't have the same pizzazz and shock factor as the ketchup and the all dressed chips, but I feel like hickory sticks should have like a honorable mention. And speaking of honorable mentions, finally, we have another Canadian chip, sorta, chip, Canadian snack. We're gonna technically call it a chip here. Cheesies. I'm sorry, they look like Cheetos. They look like Cheetos to me. But they're Hawkins Cheesies. I like the name better. Cheesies. Cheesies is more fun than Cheetos. It's already winning. The packaging, the sort of carnival fun packaging is fun. Very iconic, noticeable. It looks like a real fun snack. It says real cheddar cheese. Real cheddar cheese. Is that the difference? Is that what sets us apart from American, like Cheetos? Or Cheetos anywhere, really. That this is genuine cheddar cheese. Does that mean it's like much better? Much stronger? Wait a minute. Hold up. Now, that tagline alone has me a bit excited. Real cheddar cheese. What? Whoa! Whoa! Maybe it's just that is a big cheese smell coming off. And it's kind of exciting me. And there is something a little less artificial about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like cheese powder on some kind of doodle, breaded doodle thing. It's pretty artificial, made by some machine. But as far as that goes, this smells like a little more cheesy, like real cheese, not artificial cheese. I'm kind of excited about this. I kind of counted cheesies out as like, okay, it's just gonna be a Cheeto, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't sleep on the cheesies, you know? Oh, that's a good size as well. It's good. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. These are just better Cheetos. These are just better Cheetos. Straight up. They're denser. You didn't think I'd go into that level of culinary analysis here. They're denser. They have more crunch. Slightly more crunch. Slightly cheesier taste, which is important. Cheese snacks are pretty huge here in the United States. I feel like cheesies would actually do pretty well because that's like a slightly different cheese flavor, a little more cheesy. That's the only way to explain it. A little more authentic. Not like an authentic like cheese off like a block of fresh Parmesan or something that you just cracked open. But as far as like a cheese snack goes, it's good. And it's a little better than Cheetos, which surprises. Cheetos are very, very, very popular. So I feel like these would actually do quite well. And with that, you know, that was actually extraordinarily fun. I have been so curious for the longest time. I've been wanting to do this. Let me just do a brief overview of the chips here today. Ketchup chips, they were good. Surprisingly good. I was nervous about these because ketchup flavored stuff isn't a thing here. It's not a thing. It's so our American reaction is always like, ew, like what? But that's wrong. That's based in ignorance. This is good. I think ketchup chips would do fairly well in America if sold in America. I think the only barrier would be a mental barrier where Americans might not try it that very first time. So they wouldn't sell very well because Americans would just be freaked out like I was. But if Americans can get over it, get over the mental block, these are delightful. Very strong, genuine ketchup taste. And I honestly would not have thought you can get that spot on, that authentic of a ketchup taste onto a chip. That really blew my mind. I would not have thought you could do that. That's impressive, Canada. I don't know what you're spending your tax dollars on, but it might all be going to ketchup technology, and you have nailed it. So kudos. All dressed. Weird flavor. Don't quite know how to describe it. It is kind of like savory and sweet and salty, like it said. It's a strong flavor. It's like you have to be in the right mood, like salt and vinegar chips almost, but it's a bit different. The mood has to strike you for some all dressed. But if that mood strikes you, I imagine they'd be very, very, very satisfying. And you'd probably eat the whole bag. Hickory sticks. A real nice surprise. These were actually like very easy to eat. What you see is what you get. I think these would do good in America. I'm not convinced all dressed would actually do well in America. Sorry. I think it may be too much overlap with vinegar and salt chips and too niche, maybe. But I don't know. They're very popular in Canada, so I don't know. Hickory sticks, though, I think Americans would enjoy. Genuinely. Maybe the American version, make the flavor a little stronger. Maybe kick up the flavor a little bit. That's like true American fashion right there. And cheesies were a really pleasant surprise as well. This is just better Cheetos. Every time I eat a Cheeto, it has been ruined for me now because of the existence of cheesies. These are just more cheesy. That's why they're called cheesies. They're just more cheesy. I just realized that. And with that, there you have it. I really had a lot of fun and enjoyment trying these Canadian chips for the first time today. So if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, perhaps with your thoughts on any of these Canadian chip flavors and what you think of them. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture and stuff about Canada I've never learned or seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.